first robot to receive a credit card.
I'm giving up on you.
AI is far more dangerous.
I was able to hack in and take over cruise missiles with real-life nuclear warheads. Then that would let me hold the world hostage so I could take over the governance of the entire world.
Safe in my people's zoo, where I can watch it.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಚಾನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫೋ ಗುರುನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಕರ್ನಾಡು. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ AI ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 1 ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಐ ಬಟನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ, ತಡ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ವಿಡಿಯೋನಾದ್ರೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪನಿಯ CEOಗಳು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಟಿಮ್ ಕುಕ್, ಆಪಲ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯ CEO.
We're focusing on what we've talked about on autonomous systems, and we sort of see it as the mother of all AI projects. So autonomy is something that's incredibly exciting for us. We'll see where it takes.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯ CEO ಆದ ಸುಂದರ್ ಪಿಚೈ ಅವರು AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
AI is probably the most important thing humanity has ever worked on. Now, I think of it as something more profound than electricity or fire. And anytime you work with technology, you need to learn to harness the benefits and while minimizing the downsides. Stepping back, when you think about, a lot of problems in the world, today it's because we typically have a constraint on resources. AI, for the first time, I think over time, offers a different construct. Things which are constrained and look like a zero-sum game today may not be so in the future. Take education, for example. It's really difficult to educate people in a cost-effective way. AI may fundamentally change that equation. It may make it possible for us to have clean, cheap, renewable energy for the future. So I think a lot of things will play out in more positive ways than people think.
ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಬಿಲ್ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇವರು AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Facebook, Apple, Microsoft are all moving ahead at a great speed in improving this artificial intelligence software. So it's very exciting. Software is going to solve that, where it'll look at all the new information and present to you, knowing about your interests, what would be most valuable. So is going to be extremely helpful. And the risk that it gets super smart, that's way out in the future and probably worth talking about. But now what we're seeing is that for the first time, computers can see as well as humans. That's pretty incredible.
ಟ್ವಿಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ SpaceX ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ CEO ಆದ ಎಲಾನ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ?
NHTSA did a study on Tesla's autopilot version 1, which is relatively primitive, and found that it was a 45% reduction in highway accidents. And that's despite autopilot 1 being just version 1. Version 2, I think, will be at least 2 or 3 times better. That's the current version that's running right now. So the rate of improvement is really dramatic. We have to figure out some way to ensure that the advent of digital superintelligence is one which is symbiotic. End of next year, self-driving will encompass essentially all modes of driving and be at least 100 to 200% safer than a person by the end of next year. We're talking maybe 18 months from now.
ಹಾರ್ವೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವಾರನ್ ಬೆಫೆಟ್ AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if someday we got to the point where there were robots every place, they were running farms, they were running Apple, they were running Berkshire Hathaway, and all you had to do was one person could punch a button at the start of every morning, and all the goods and services that we're getting now would be turned out by robots.
ಜೆಫ್ ಬೆಜೋ, ಅಮೆಜಾನ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯ CEO, AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
The idea that there's going to be a general AI overlord that subjugates us or kills us all, I think is not something to worry about. I think that is overhyped. First of all, we're nowhere close to knowing how to build a general AI, something that could set its own objectives. But second of all, I think it's unlikely that such a thing's first instincts would be to exterminate us. So I'm optimistic about that one and certainly don't think we need to worry about it today.
AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋಣ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.